Hey, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the things that are going on with boating and how that can be used against you for Social Security disability benefits. Boating in Florida is pretty darn common. Where I'm at, there's, Merritt Island area, the intercoastal waterway sort of situation. And then, of course, the ocean. But a lot of people, and keep in mind, what is it, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, it's the boating capital, yachting capital of the world. More than Italy, more than any other place. So what I want you to keep in mind about all of that is that boating can hurt you for disability purposes if you're still boating, because it shows a lot of unique propensities that you have to go forward and do things. So if you're still able to boat, and I'm going to stay away from fishing, I'm just going to stay on boating with this actual point in answer. When you go to boat, it shows that A, you likely have the capacity to afford the insurance for it, the upkeep, the gas, the oil, the spark plugs, things like that. It also shows that you have the ability to basically load and unload a boat. Also shows the ability that you have the capability of, getting in and out of most likely a truck or some sort of SUV. It also shows that you have the ability to, continuously go forward and be in what's likely a very bumpy situation in either the sitting position or what would be kind of like the mounting position of a horse, which would be, of course, a sea-doo or jet ski or, whatever. So, if you were to imagine an individual with back problems and things like that, and they've got back problems, they can only sit for so long, blah, 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 well, then how are you doing that with a boat if you have musculoskeletal issue? A little tired, just did 2 offices. I'm going to a third. Wonderful Mondays. So what that means is that, let's say that there's a person, they've got a spine issue, it's, musculoskeletal, 1.0 listing-based grouping, and you're sitting there and you're going, okay, as a judge, and I want you to pretend and in your mind think, I'm the judge now. This person is claiming all these things. They've got a good Florida hospital and Orlando Health background and medical documentation showing they've got slip disc and, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then how is this person capable of going out for multi-hour trips in a boat? Well, it's not a jet boat, it's not a high-speed boat, it's a trawler, it's a this, it's a that. Okay, well, so you're able to walk on wet surfaces? Okay, so you're able to climb over the side of the boat to get into it. So what activities do you do on this boat? And you can start to see how this package unwraps into a lot of tough questions. Now, Florida boating license, you take it once, you've got it for life. I have one. Most people that do boating have one. So I guess the point that I would make to you is if you get the question, which I always ask my claimants, any Florida licenses, permits, or general allowances that allow you to do any work activities in the state of Florida. If you have a Florida boating license, you got to say yes, but you should always follow that up with, as I do with my claimants, that, okay, yes, this person does in fact have a boating license, but they haven't been boating in 3 years. They sold their boat 4 years ago, yada, 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 so on and so forth. All right? So that's just a little bit of thinking and logic behind my brain and what goes on when the boating issue pops up. All right. My name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'm with Disability Resolution PA in Orlando, Orange County, Social Security disability law firm. If you have a unique question for a unique claim or you want the most up-to-date information, that's fine. Give me a call. You don't have to be a client to give me a call for me to help you out. And also remember that we don't do specific video responses to your questions. We do general video responses about how something works. So if you do have a specific question, go ahead and shoot me an email or give me a call. Try not to go ahead and post little, question response yada yadas in the forums of these, YouTube, Vimeo, Dailymotion websites, because frankly, I get so many of them. It's just ridiculous. So that would be wonderful if you could just shoot me an email or give me a call, and we'll kind of go from there. All right. Been an absolutely wonderful day. Attorney Walter Hnot, Disability Resolution PA, Orlando, Orange County, Social Security disability law firm. And we're going to have a good old time today. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.